Okay, I have finished my background. I used some stamping after I got my background done. This is stamping with a flourish stamp. Stamped it using that metallic fluid acrylic and the greens. Then I stamped down here. I hope you can see that metallic. It's really nice. So anyway, the part I really want to show you is I've cut out me a scarecrow, okay, and it's pretty rough. We're going to doll it up, and it's going to turn into a work of art. Here's his little hat, his head. We're going to outline it. I've got pumpkins. It is the finishing touches is what's going to make it, okay? So the first thing we need to do is we've got to decoupage him on. And I think I'm going to use this antique color by DecoArt. And it's really nice that we have different kinds to use for different things. I think it's, I have run this, this paper is by, I had it out, I'll show it to you in a minute. I ran it through, after I just hand cut it, I ran it through an embossing folder to get that nice texture to it. And because it has texture, you know, we're going to have to use a little more of this paste, decoupage. Rub it in good. And then I ran it over the brown archival ink pad that I have so that it would show up a little more texture. It's all about texture, isn't it? We want his little shirt. Sleeve, excuse me. I've been calling everything wrong. I apologize. One of my videos I was saying it was stamps and it was die cuts, and I tell you, that's what happens when you're over 50. You just have no control of your thoughts whatsoever. Alright, so, and it's eating up the decoupage because of all the little holes and stuff in it. But the main thing that makes these cutouts that you add to your artwork blend in is outlining them. You got to make them a part of your canvas, okay? And so you might end up stamping, doing some stamping to bring them in. You may outline them, put stuff on top, layering. There's all different kinds of ways to do it. And it just makes it feel a part of it. And I haven't decided. I'll probably put some kind of scripture on it. There's probably lots of scripture about being thankful, and so I'll have to look something up, and I will add that as well. I really like using scripture on my art. Alright, now we need to put our pumpkin down. And we're going to layer our pumpkins here. And I'm just decoupaging it, just put it on. I keep a grungy paintbrush because I do a lot of decoupaging and I don't want to ruin a good one, so I try to make sure to keep one exclusively for decoupaging. And you might want to do that because otherwise you end up ruining one of your good brushes. But you know, we're gonna paint in some vines to the pumpkins, do some shading, that kind of thing. I don't know how long my camera will last for you, but we'll see. See, that kind of just is blending in. But once it dries and we can work with it, we'll be able to distinguish everything and put everything in its proper place. So I'm going to pause and get this dry, and I'll be back. Right now I'm just using a black watercolor pencil and my blender pen, and I'm just kind of outlining the Scarecrow and all the pieces to it. Then you take your blender pen, and when you go over it, it just helps shade it out. Every once in a while you may need to clean your pen off on a piece of paper. And I had some extra, so I just went over the face, trying to shade the face in a little bit. The hat, I'm going to, let's see, let me do the top of it too. Get as close to your lines as you can. And there's going to be a fold in here. But your shading is what will like really help you get it to look blended into your canvas and stuff. And there's a little hand will be sticking out here. We'll use some brown paint and paint a twig. And I'm getting on the paper as well as on the edge right outside the paper for the armholes here. And then, let's see, I've got some tiny brushes here. I'm going to attempt to do some shading. I am going to be using some more of my different fluid acrylics. Okay, so that color's kind of working for our hat. And if you saw my other video, you know I like coloring cardstock to make it more your own. And I do like using my fingers as well. Okay, you see it got on his face. Just wet your finger and wipe it off. That usually works pretty good. And let's see. Probably need some highlighted color on his jacket as well. So we'll come in here and add some coloring. When you want something like really dark, I do have this Posca pen. I think I'm going to make him an opening down here. And put some buttons. We're going to do these little eyes. Put him a smile on his face. He's a happy Scarecrow. That's kind of funny, isn't it? He's supposed to be scaring the crows away, and he's got a smile on his face. But, oh well. You know what? I'm all about happy myself. Let's see if we can get him a little nose going on here. I just need a triangle. Aw, he's so happy. Very, very happy. I'll shade in his hair a little bit more with some of this orange. I really like this orange. It's a happy color too, isn't it? Let's see if we can blend that in a little bit. Yes. You know, we're just hinting at it. We don't have to do the whole thing, you know? Now, I kind of like it. He's going to need like some shading on his, because this is all one piece. But I did not put his head all the way down because I wanted some, like this right here is going to be, it's kind of like rope going across his hat, like around his neck, where they, you know, stuffed him. I think we need something darker here. Let me see. What do I have? I have so many paints sitting around me. It's unreal. All this over here is just paint. Paint, paint, paint. Let's see. I don't know. The gray is not the good color. Let me see. Let's try this espresso color. I think you get the idea of what I'm doing, so I think I'm going to not bore you anymore with the details. I'm just going to keep on layering in and the paints and trying to make him blend in. And when I get done, I'll come back, and if I did anything different or special, I will just let you know that, okay? And I hope I hope y'all are really going around to the different artists that is on this hashtag. Different artists are doing different things, and it's really cool. We have over 300 on our Facebook site. Some participate every month and some don't. You don't have to if you don't, have time, or one lady was sick, that kind of thing. So anyway, this gives you an idea of where I've started and where it's going, and I'll come back when I'm finished doodling in. Thanks.